Hello everyone. So we are from Group 2 and now we will present about components of qualitative research. But before that, as usual, let us introduce ourselves first. Start from me, my name is Anima Sutrini with student ID number 211202139. And next is my partner.
Thank you for the chance. My name is Putri Tantia Jawa and my student ID number is 211-202-1117.
Okay, my name is Karifani Vicente and my student ID number is 2112021 and 213.
My name is Iputuare Dipayana with student ID number 212021142.
And my name is Kadet Swasti Sukmastiani with study ID number 201-202-1188.
Alright, in this presentation, we will explain about 5 points of qualitative research components. And without any further ado, the first point will be explained by Fanny.
Okay, thank you. And now I will explain about the goals. And in the qualitative research, according to Joseph Alex Maxwell Bull, these qualitative goals have two main functions. And the first, they help to guide others' design decisions to ensure that your research is worth doing and that you get what you want of it. The second, the research objectives are essential for justifying your research and a key task of finding proposal or dissertation. In addition, your objective will infallibly shape the description, interpretation, and theory you create in your research. There are 5 particular intellectual goals for which quantitative study are especially useful. And for the first one is understanding the meaning. For the participant in the study of events, situation, and any action they undertook, and of the account they gave of their life in the experience, what was the benefit of them? And in the qualitative study, you are not interested in the physical event and the behavior of course, but also how the participant in your study understand this and how their understanding that will affect of their behavior. And the next second is understanding the particular context within which the participants act and the influence this context has on their action. Qualitative research typically prefers to study a relatively small number of individuals or situations and preserve the individuality of each of these in their analysis rather than collecting data from a large sample and aggregating the data across individual or situations. And number third is identify, anticipate phenomena and influence and generate new theory. Grounded new theory about the latter. Qualitative research has long been used for qualitative research in the survey and experimental researchers who often conduct exploratory and qualitative studies to help them design questionnaires and identify variables for experimental investigation. And number 4 is understanding the process by which event and action take place. Although qualitative research is not unconcerned with outcome, a major strength of qualitative study in their ability to get a process that leads to this outcome process that experimental and survey research are often poor and identified. And for the last is developing causal explanation. The traditional view that qualitative research cannot identify causal relationships is based on the restrictive and philosophically outdated concept of causality. That's all for me. Thank you.
Alright, for the next about conceptual framework will be explained by Vita.
Okay, thank you for the chance. Now I will explain about the conceptual frameworks. A conceptual framework is a representation of the expected relationship between variables or characteristics or properties that you want to investigate. So a conceptual framework can be described or visualized and is typically developed based on a literature review of existing research on the topic. For example, like Isia Berlin used the fox and hedgehog tropes to conceptually distinguish the importance of how philosophers and writers view the world. Berlin described hedgehog as people who see the world using a single idea or principle of organization. Foxes, on the other hand, embody a kind of pluralism, seeing the world through multiply, sometimes conflicting, or lessons. I think that's all for me. The next point will be presented by my friend. Thank you.
Alright, for the next will be explained by Swasti.
Okay, thank you for the time. The next is research question. Research question are questions that researchers want to know. Research questions are formulated from the main problems to be studied. In addition, the research question also determine the research objective and the method to be used. Your research question should have a clear relationship to the goals of your study and should be informed by what is already known about the phenomena you are studying and the theoretical concept and model that can be applied to this phenomena. In addition, the goals of your study should be informed by current theory and knowledge, while your decision about what theory and knowledge are relevant depend on your goals and question. For example, what are your main reasons for choosing to buy product from our company? And how are you currently using product or service similar to ours? Okay, I think that's all from me.
Alright, for the next point is methods. So in method, it actually indicates how a study will be conducted, either in terms of choosing an approach or a technique used to collect and analyze the data. For example, if a researcher conducts a historical study, then the approach can be the description of past events, and then the data collection method will be interviews, surveys, and documents. And for the data analysis will be a description of events development. Alright, for the next point will be explained by.
Okay, thank you for the time. So according to Joseph Maxwell, uh, validity is the accuracy or trustworthiness of the result in reflecting the participant's real-world experience. Validity refers to how accurately a method measures what it is instead to measure. If research has high validity, that means it produces results that correspond to real properties, characteristics, and variation in the physical or social world. For example, if a symptom questionnaire result in reliable diagnosis when answered at different times and with different doctors, this indicate that it has high validity as measurement of the medical conduction. I think a condition. I think that's all from me. I bring back time to moderator.
Alright, everyone, that is the end of our explanation. Thank you so much for your attention and have a good day.